We are back here on Girl Talk. Our good friend Sean Stewart has joined us again from Custom Audio Video. It's so wonderful to see you in this beautiful new year.
Happy New Year.
And
great to see you.
Lots to talk about today. We were talking about the new year, and since it's January, I'm already excited for this summer and outdoor living. And you said that you're already making plans and your designers are already doing a lot of work for outdoor living this year.
Yeah, you know, our business is a little different because we're not focused on what's going to be happening this month.
Correct.
Right? Because we're planning out, and a lot of the jobs that we're doing take months of planning to move towards. So we're already thinking, what do we want to be doing in April and May, or what do our clients want in their homes at that time?
And what are they wanting?
Well, outdoor living. I mean, we live in a beautiful part of the country that time of year is just, I mean, you can't beat it, right? So being out in your yard, whether that's landscape lighting, landscape audio, outdoor video and theaters type situations as well. Something we want to plan for.
Based on an interior designer point of view, I think outdoor living is the biggest increase in housing that we're seeing, or something that you want in your home.
Just as a selling point?
I think it's a selling point, and I think just with COVID and things like that, we're looking at more ways to be outside, easier ways to experience outside, entertain outside. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's a reason that people love this part of the country, right?
That's right.
Because our weather, we can be outside so much of the year, so take advantage of it and utilize that space. So many beautiful plantations around here have all that outdoor space on your property that if you're not utilizing, you're kind of really missing out.
Can you create those the audio experience that you have, you know, in your movie rooms that you in an outdoor space or something similar?
You can, you know, like our theater here would be a little bit different, a little different level.
Well,
because
this
of the
is like
precision you can get.
state-of-the-art, amazing.
Right. You know, it's in a way, it's like you're going to get a different sound when you listen to somebody in a recording studio versus an outdoor, you know, concert, for instance. Both are great, but a little bit different. But a lot of the technology that we're putting outdoors, it does not take much. You know, it takes 2 speakers. We've got some homes here that we've done recently out like on the beach in Sea Pines.
Really
2 speakers, and then you hear it clearly from, you know, 50, 75 feet away. And we can tone that to where you're not blowing your neighbors out.
But it could be poolside or next to the grill or...
Exactly.
You know what else is trending? We were talking about it before. All kinds of audio visual things like TVs that are kind of built in and come up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, TVs, sound, I mean, any kind of technology, we're figuring out how do we make this fit into our homes, but not be the focal point visually. So TVs that hide in furniture.
Like lifts.
I love that.
It's really cool. You put them at the end of a bed with a, you know, in a, in a chest and whoop.
Yeah, we've actually done some outdoor TVs, for instance, that are in the ceiling, and then they come down whenever you're watching, so you can sit out there and enjoy the game, whatever, and then when you're done, it folds back up and it just looks like a part of the ceiling.
And how do you weatherproof everything to make it in an outdoor space?
Yeah, so a lot of it I mean, some sensitive stuff stays indoors and is just kind of routed outside. But a lot of the TVs, those things, a TV like that doesn't necessarily have to be weatherproof because it's most of the time living in its own little cave up there in the ceiling. But there's outdoor TVs that are meant and designed to be outside. And some of the technology that we have is just, it's designed for coastal living. Some of those speakers.
The speakers look like rocks. They look like they're built into part of the landscaping. That's really cool.
Yeah, some of those, and then we've got some that are what I would call kind of our top level outdoor sound. They're bollards, and they're probably this tall, but they're half buried. So the bottom part of it is a subwoofer that's buried underground.
So they blend in.
So they blend in. You know, one of the homes on out in Sea Pines, the landscape's kind of grown around it. So you have to really look for it. But when you turn them on, you hear them, right?
So do you work with the client or do you work with like their landscape designer?
Both.
I want to hear a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, a little bit of everybody, and it depends, right? Sometimes the clients want to come directly to us, and sometimes they're working through their builder or through their designers with us.
And the reality is, from what I've learned from you, is the second you decide to build and you have your architect, I mean, really that's the time to get in and go ahead and plan, because it makes a significant difference if you can get in early.
Yeah, as early as possible. And a lot of these things require more than just us coming in.
Correct.
Right? We have to frame for that TV in the ceiling, and the last thing we want to do is go, now you've decided, cut all that out, get the carpenters back out, right? If we can plan that in advance, it saves everybody time and money. and ends up with a great product.
It is always super fun to talk to you. I learn something every
time.
Right? Every single time. It's great. Sean, thank you for joining us. Erin, as always. And we want to thank all of you for joining us here on Girl Talk. Please have a safe and wonderful week. Bye-bye.